Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and my hope is that you're doing well wherever you are. Now, William Ruto seems to be a very, very smart politician. Actually, I think this is the reason as to why he managed to defeat both Raila and Uhuru Kenyatta. Remember very well, the last election was a dramatic one, whereby the president was against his deputy. And of course, many Kenyans thought that Ruto would not make it. But of course, as fate would have it, he managed to defeat Raila Amolo Odinga. And of course, what happened? Now, Ruto's tricks, Ruto's energy is something that I think cannot be ignored. I think he's the smartest politician we have in Kenya. Very young and of course energetic. That's why I think that's what gives him, a step ahead. That's why he's a step ahead of any other politician. Now, today, Kuria East MP, Marwa Kitayama, is proposing for addition of 5 more counties. 5 more counties. Like Kenya will be having 52 counties, because as per now we are having 47 counties. So of course, if you add 5 to 47, you get 52. So Marwa is of course proposing that Kenya should add more counties, including Kuria. Now guys, before we go on, of course, if you're watching this video for the first time, if you're watching the channel for the first time, my humble request is that you take your time, of course, subscribe, support the channel, so that we'll be meeting here anytime we have these amazing political updates. And of course, if you've already done so, then I can just say thank you, and of course keep watching so that we form a strong community. Now, as I've said, Ruto is not someone to joke with. Actually, he's so shrewd. I mean, he's so smart and cunning, of course. Kuria East MP wants Kenya to add more counties, and of course, when you look at these counties, this is proposal. The names that it's proposing, one can easily tell that this idea is not coming from Kuria East MP. This idea is coming from UDA, especially the president is coming from Ruto. Now, let me quickly name for you the counties that I think Kuria East MP wants to be added to the existing 47 counties. We have number 1, Kuria. Kuria right now, Kuria is part of Migori County, and actually, let me name for Kuria. You have Teso, you have Mount Elgon, you have East Pokot, and Mwingi. Kuria, Teso, Mount Elgon, East Pokot, and Mwingi. Now, when you look at the list, I think something will ring in your mind, in your head, because, for example, Kuria, it is obvious that Kuria has been supporting Ruto all along. Remember, the last regime, when Uhuru was the president, Kuria largely voted for Uhuru Kenyatta. Even last election, Kuria voted for Ruto. So this is why, because Kuria and Migori is a Luo people are dominating Migori, and Kuria people and Luo people are not good friends. I can say so, okay, due to the whole personal issues, I think. So the only way Kuria people usually revenges or punishes Luo is by not voting for Raila Amolo Odinga. And what do they do? They vote for Raila's rival. That's what they have been doing. Even the last election, they voted for Ruto. 90% of Kuria people voted for Ruto. So I think by proposing this Kuria as because the way I'm seeing it is like Kuria will be a county on its own, and I think it's a way of rewarding Kuria people, okay, for their support for Ruto. And of course, by creating Kuria as a county, this will make Ruto stronger, okay, because it will be now his county. Well, it will this will be his people. And Teso, of course, Teso, Western, the people who voted for Ruto. Remember Bungoma, Kakamega. Some people, Ruto got massive and a lot of votes from Western. As opposed from last election, the other elections whereby Raila Odinga used to defeat them in Western. So we have East Pokot, of course. When we hear East Pokot, we know very well what that means. We have Mwingi. So now, when you look at the the counties, one thing that will ring in your mind is that this idea is not coming from Marwa. Okay, this idea is coming from William Samoei Ruto. Okay, when you're the president, when you want to do something, you don't have to say it yourself. Just send someone to say it. Remember very well, last week, Twitter was on fire. Why? After one MP came out, and Fazul came out and said that he would want to replace term limit with age. So no, these are statements that cannot be taken lightly by Kenyans, because these are people who have been sent. Okay, because you can't just wake up one morning and come up with such an idea. You have to be sent. Okay, it comes after a serious discussion. And I think these 5 names I've just mentioned here will soon be counties. Okay, and of course when you look at the names, you realize these counties will be behind William Samoei Ruto. And why is he doing so? First of all, Ruto wants to control this nation. Right now, Ruto is suffering from legitimacy. Let me say that so. Okay, Kenyans have not accepted him as the president. Okay, so many Kenyans don't recognize him as the president. Okay, because people believe that maybe he did whatever he did to become the president. But of course, there's no evidence to prove that Ruto did not win. Okay, because the courts proved that he won, and of course we have to live with that. He won the election. But now, remember very well, Ruto, as in the number of MPs, Raila defeated him in MPs. Raila had more MPs than Ruto. Okay, a number of governors, Raila had more governors than Ruto. So you can see now the problems he's going through. He knows very well that you can't rule a nation where you have not more than half people don't support you. Okay, hate you politically. So he wants to to have a Kenya whereby he will be controlling more counties, because I am seeing a situation whereby Ruto will change the constitution. I'm seeing it by there, and of course he will mess with the term limit and replace it with age. And I'm seeing Ruto vie in 2027. Of course, that's obvious, and I'll not be shocked to see him vie 2032. I won't be shocked. The way I'm seeing things, these are the signs of these are preparation. Is preparing for referendum, of course. When you have more counties supporting you, okay, more numbers, okay. So he wants more governors, more senators, more MPs, because these 5 people, it means that if at all this bill is passed in parliament and this constitution is amended, then it means that these five counties will be behind him, okay. And of course, that means he will control Kenya, because Ruto right now is focused on how he can rule this nation as long as possible. Okay, and actually from UDA, it's obvious that he maybe is planning to rule Kenya for 20 years. But of course, he has not confirmed it himself. But from the things that we're seeing here, it's like he wants to rule this nation for 20 years. Okay, but of course, that has not been confirmed, and so you cannot just know. You can't be sure about that. So you see now the amendment now, Marwa's idea, proposal, I believe is not coming from him. So William Ruto is a very smart politician, in short, and actually we are yet to see more dramas in Kenya, okay? Because we are having a president who is not sleeping, okay? Who is working very hard to rule the nation, which is good. I think what matters to Kenya is the manifestos that he promised Kenyans, and whether he will fulfill them, the promises that he made to Kenyans. So guys, that's all. And of course, tell me what you think about this issue. Do you think Maro's proposal should be welcomed? And do you think these counties that have been proposed, do you think they are the ones that should be added? Okay? Or do you think there are other counties or other places that needs to be made counties? Tell me in the comment section what you think. Do you think this is Ruto's idea? Or do you think this idea comes from Maro alone? The same way, the idea of replacing term limit with age. Tell me in the comment section. Okay, what is your thought? Tell me. And of course, before you leave, wherever you are, take your time, subscribe. But you'll be meeting every time. We have some amazing political updates. So thank you guys for watching. See you next.